All right, I'll wait for Josh to introduce me.
You're a nerd.
And now, our feature presentation.
We're live. We are live.
Oh, we're live. Okay. Sorry. Welcome to episode number 7, everybody. So we have Jessica back on. She was on episode number 1. She had to deal with all of our troubleshooting issues we had for the first episode. So we have Jessica here with us. Of course, we have David, Mr. I don't know what I was gonna call him. Where's he at? This little fella down here with that
sir,
that killer suit.
Sweet.
What are you saying, David?
I was saying, Josh, I don't like that attitude of yours.
Oh, well, all right. And then, of course, we have Pierce.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
Fan-freaking-tastic. So we have the beer of the week for this week. Jessica actually chose it. George says, "Nice suit, David."
Thank you, George.
He doesn't know that you're not wearing anything under. It's not a full ensemble. It's not a full suit because he's not wearing anything down below.
I don't wear underwear.
So, Jessica chose the drink of the week. So
tell us about our drink, Jessica. How is it made? What is it?
All right, so we had the choice of Bloody Mary or Bloody Beer or bloody sort of whatever bloody drink you wanted.
Yeah.
We hear you, Josh. All right, continue, Jessica.
Yeah, so Bloody Beer or Bloody Mary, whatever you decided. So I chose Bloody Mary. I have celery sticks in mine. What'd you guys
That's pretty
choose?
healthy.
I hate celery.
See.
I don't like celery.
He said, "Why is David in a suit?"
Well, that's why. I mean, it's because of the drink. I wanted to be classy about it, so I figured,
Nick?
wear a suit and drink some out of the styrofoam cup.
Nothing says fancy like styrofoam. You know?
Fancy schmancy.
That's why.
You got enough money to destroy the environment.
This is my first time having them. They're pretty good.
I went with the Bloody Beer. No, thank you. Wait, yeah, you know what? Bring it on in. So I went with the Bloody Beer. I got me some Modelo's, like my buddy David there. I also am using some Zing Zang. That's Bloody Mary mix. So I put that in there and then squeeze a few lemon and limes in there. Also some pickled green beans.
Nice.
Forget about it. Oh, I lost it.
Yeah,
I forgot it wasn't
about
a Bloody Mary. I thought it was gonna like float on top of it, but it torpedoed to the bottom.
Nick, I got some olives for you.
Those are black olives?
Yeah, I have some green ones too. Give me some green.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's nasty.
Oh, that's nasty.
You all thought the nasty. So, Pierce, you got the same thing I did, right?
I also have Modelo. I got this big bottle so that I can do refills.
Wait,
Nice.
you just got one bottle?
Well,
You just got one bottle? What if you
one
run
big
out?
bottle.
That's not enough beer.
I will probably not run out.
It's a new brand. I just want to mention this. Dun Chelada.
Dun Chelada?
Yeah, it's a new
Don
brand. I never.
Chelada.
Yeah. Check it out, though. It says right here.
Isn't it good? Should I try it?
Mega moist rim. Can't get any better than that.
Gelada? Did those have the little cup? David, did those have the little cups in it?
They expired.
No, they had these little packets of chili.
Oh. That one looks delicious. The one that we have has
It is.
all kinds of stuff in
Just
it.
trying to class it up. Just trying to keep it classy.
Are you drinking it out of the container it comes in?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the pinkies up too.
That's what you're supposed to do. Boy, that's delicious.
Just fill it up and
Fill it up and
pour
go.
that powder.
Like on the go. It's like when you're driving.
I
you wanna
like
drink.
so there's a certain brand that I always get. It's the one with that relaxed lizard on it.
Iguana. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what I
did
thought.
what did I say? Relaxed lizard?
Relaxing litter.
Same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same. All right, so let's get into some of these topics. Can you guys hear me and see me okay? 'Cause
Everything
We
good.
can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Everything
I
good.
can't hear or see you right now. It's terrible. So I found out, Jessica, you're over. Well, I didn't find out that you're in Vegas, but you're in Vegas, and I found out Blink-182 has a residency.
Yes, yes, and I already looked at tickets, and so we also have what? Oh, Incubus is also going to be here.
They're gonna live
I haven't
there.
heard any of their.
Yeah, they're going to have a residency.
What? It sounds like a woman's being beaten. In the
Is
back.
there a maniac on the loose? over
Okay,
at
so AJ's cracking up in the background because I asked him for green olives. He threw the olives at me. I ate them, and then he laughed because they expired a year ago.
Were they good?
What? They're pickled. Pickled
So
stuff
he just
doesn't
poisoned you,
expire.
and he's laughing about it.
He pretty much just poisoned me, and now he's laughing about
Oh
it.
yeah, that could be botulism. I forgot.
Were they
about
good
that.
at least?
It tasted fine.
Only time will tell.
You know what he sounds like? He sounds like that clown in
really,
Happy
it
Gilmore.
sounds like a hysterical woman crying.
It sounds like the clown in Happy Gilmore.
You sound like a hysterical woman crying. Oh, that's great.
He's like, I gave her the olives. So, have you guys heard any of Blink-182's new stuff though?
I have.
No.
Like, how new?
Like last year,
Um,
2 years?
I think I
I think
have.
it's been 2 years now.
I think I have.
So they no longer have Tom, super high voice
Yeah.
guy. Tom.
Yeah.
Didn't he go
Uh,
off like searching for aliens?
I think so. I think he just went. I
I
think
guess
he's
he
the
found
guy
them.
on the.
He hasn't been back
He
since.
went out into the. I think he was looking. No, I think you're a little confused. He was looking for angels in airwaves. I think something like that. That's a music joke. Only Pierce got it.
I got it. I got it.
But anyway, they replaced him with this guy named Mark Skiba from Alkaline Trio, who I've never even fucking. I don't know who Alkaline Trio is.
Well, from the makers of alkaline water.
Yeah, there you go. all the alkaline you need. So hold on. You guys ready for this? Because there's this freaking hot topic, not hot topic like the store, but this thing that I found that I know for a fact at least Jessica is gonna have an opinion about.
All right,
David
let's
should,
go.
Pierce should too. All right, so March 19th, Disney World unveiled Pirates of the Caribbean, and it no longer has the wench auction anymore.
What's that?
I was planning on talking about it too.
Were you really? Holy shit.
I'm in Miguel.
What in the world?
Were you?
I feel like I want to
Hey,
join
I
in.
have
So
one
you were
of
gonna
those.
talk about the ride?
I have one somewhere too.
Yes, the ride. They
Huh?
took out
Jessica,
the
what
hoe.
were you think?
So I thought it was ridiculous because they think that you can't have the wench auction anymore. So now they're gonna make the wench auctioning off some sort of items or something. Weird.
Is it her body?
Unfortunately, not.
It's her item.
Yeah. So she's now going to be a pirate, much like our pirate on the screen. Much like our pirate on the screen over here. That's what she's going to turn into. So anyway, March 19th they released the Disney World one, and April 23rd they're going to start working on the one in
So
California.
explain to me what they're taking out that was there before.
So it will no longer be part of the attraction anymore. And I know that there were a lot of people, like there was even a petition about it to get it.
Alyssa!
Have you not been on the ride?
I have. It's just been a while.
They're taking out Alyssa. Whoever yelled that out was right. That's what. Anyway, what they're doing is there was as
Oh.
As you what? Continue, Josh.
You're not coming
they were
in.
auctioning off women to other pirates,
Oh,
and
okay.
people took offense to that because they were auctioning off women. Yeah.
Josh. We get a stick and just poke Josh.
Shout out
He's
to
frozen.
evil.
Am I coming in clear?
Coming in clear. Shout out to evil rich person trope.
Did you hear what I said?
We heard you. So they were auctioning off women and they're taking it out.
Hello, I'm here. Can you hear?
So yeah, they're auctioning off the women and they're taking that out, which I'm surprised it was in there in the first place for like it being a
They're
Disney
gonna be
ride.
taken out now, and the women who were
Well, that
being
was made in,
auctioned
what,
off
the
are now
60s?
going
Oh.
to be the pirates. But like just
I mean, if it wasn't too bad for the 60s, why is it too bad now?
oh yeah, it's like it was like one of the first rides that they had, like
Yeah.
first large attraction.
Yeah, so they're ruining the ride, I
That's
think.
what I'm
because
saying.
That was part of our childhood. Like we
So
grew
Jessica,
up like that.
as the woman, I know, it's crazy.
As
But
the woman.
I kind of get it because it offended a lot of people because like, remember there was a fat lady being auctioned off at the top of the stairs,
Mhm.
and then
And nobody
he's
wanted to
like,
buy her.
Show 'em. yeah, no one wanted to buy her. They were like, bring us the redhead, or we want the redhead.
We
They were
want the
yelling it because no
redhead.
one wanted to buy the fat girl.
Yes.
And he's like, he tells her not to move too much. No reason to expose your superstructure. He's like,
Oh,
talking to the
yeah.
fat girl. But yeah, so I guess it offended.
Yeah.
I guess it offended too many people.
Of course. Of course.
So-
Everybody
Everything.
gets offended
uh,
for the sake of getting offended nowadays.
I mean, it took all the way until now for them to
Right?
care about
It's
it.
ridiculous. Soon, like something else is gonna.
Pretty soon they're gonna take away the teacups.
Because it's bullying. People being called a little
And
teacup.
Apu's, right?
What?
Right?
Right?
What the hell was I gonna say? Oh yeah, pretty soon we're not gonna be able to have freaking Apu on The Simpsons. Watch, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
When's the last
probably.
time you tried to petition a character off?
Has that ever happened?
I don't think so. I can't hear anybody else. Are you guys still there?
I'm
Yeah,
here.
we're here.
Oh, okay. Josh looked like you were lying. Are you reading something, Josh?
If you're
Yeah,
in the
teacups
comments.
are offensive because glass rhymes with ass. that's female oppression. Oh man.
La Tjid, I don't know if I'm saying that right. He said, David's looking dapper, but I bet he's not wearing pants.
How'd you know?
Good guess.
How do you know that's a male?
Yeah, did you just assume my gender?
Commenting on David's lack of pants. All right, so Pierce and David.
Yo,
Pierce and David. I know we
What's so funny?
we were talking about Rick and Morty, and I think you guys had some stuff to say on that, didn't you?
yes, Pierce, you want to go ahead while I...
Just gonna
Fix my
it's gonna
drink.
put me on the spot like that. I actually don't know what I was gonna say about it. I think I was gonna respond to something you were gonna say.
The fact that Rick and Morty season 4 has not even been picked up yet by Cartoon Network
Oh, yeah.
or Adult Swim, rather.
Yeah, that's right. And they just released.
When did season?
They were just released a really cool video too, and which is weird that they.
Oh, that Run the
Yeah.
Jewels?
You should check that
Yeah,
out.
that was really
if you
cool.
guys haven't seen it, Run the Jewels did a thing on Adult Swim or whatever, and it was really cool. It was like a music video, and so it surprises
When
me
did
that
season 3 end?
Season 3 ended a while ago, and the gap between season 2 and season
Back in October.
yeah, and the gap between season 2 and season 3 was like super long.
2 years, I think.
Mhm.
But I don't mind that it's going to take long as it's a really good
Right.
season.
Right, but I don't think
Season 3,
I don't think the season 3 was like super amazing to justify how long they took.
I think it was good. My favorite episode was the Rick Lantis mix-up.
Mhm.
And then I think season 3, the finale, was kind of, it dropped by the wayside. And it seemed like, I don't know. I think they could have done better. And I hope they do better for season 4, at least as far as the finale goes.
Yeah, we should do a Rick and Morty episode. That's what we need to do. And
Yeah.
we can do. You know, do you remember that intergalactic cable or whatever it's called? What is it called?
Interdimensional
Interdimensional cable. Thank you. You know how they did that thing with the two brothers? Two brothers. Two brothers. We should do something like that, and we should drink like
I have no idea what you're talking about.
we should drink the two brothers like beer. Have you heard of that? It might be a local.
No.
Two Brothers
Yeah,
beer.
it's like a local beer, I think. So you might not have it, but they definitely have it here. I'll just send it to you guys. I don't know.
I never heard of it.
But yeah, we could drink that and just do a Rick and Morty episode.
It's just called Two Brothers.
It's just called Two Brothers.
I've never seen the Rick or the Morty.
Really? I was gonna say neither of them, but obviously.
Lottie Gid said, "Still reserve episode."
Oh no! Everyone's
That'd
gonna throw up.
up.
It'd be like a Stand By Me Barfarama with lard
For the stand by me for the still reserve episode.
Steel Reserve.
Oh
I don't-
God.
Which one's that?
That would be fucking.
We like
terrible, man.
to talk about funny stuff and not punish our bodies or stuff like that.
Still Reserve tastes like dimes. The money would taste, I would think. It's sick.
Why would you say coins? You have to specify dimes. Like, no, fuck quarters. It's not a quarter. It's a fucking dime.
Sick.
It's just so specific. Still reserve tastes like dime.
Yeah.
Tastes like a lot of regret.
But yeah, let's do a Rick and Morty episode. I think we should do that.
Alright.
I watched a decent amount of Rick and Morty. I've seen both of them, and
Let's watch.
I think
watch
it's
the whole
It's a pretty good
series.
show. Yeah, I think I got like a few episodes into season 2.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have access to Adult Swim, so I could catch up to where everyone is right now.
You have Hulu too, right?
Yeah.
Well then, yeah. Watch both the first 2 seasons and then season 3. I think you're gonna have to get someone
Did you
else.
think it was funny? Like, is it your kind of humor?
I thought Rick. Yeah, I mean, I got like dark humor. Some things were just a little. I mean,
Too
it
smart for
kind of.
you?
No, some things it kind of aligns too much with like South Park, where it's just like. The humor is just kind of like a weird, makes you feel sick to your stomach
yeah.
type of stuff. You know?
What?
So some of them are like that, but for the most part, I think it's pretty funny. It's a good show. Okay.
Okie dokie.
So Jessica, I heard you went to the movies recently.
Yes, I did. I saw Red Sparrow. Have you guys seen it yet?
Mm-mm.
No, ma'am.
Have you
No,
heard anything
but I know
about
Jennifer
it?
Lawrence is in it.
Yes, she is, and she's naked
What?
the majority of the time.
Really?
Ah!
You think it's
As a
because
child.
her nudie pics leaked and she was just like, fuck it, all my naked photos are out there anyway. Might as well just do it.
Probably.
That's smart.
She's like, screw it. Get paid for
Why are you
it.
coming in like robotic echoey? That was weird.
I think it's just you, man.
I think it's because we've been talking about Stephen Hawking so much and he wanted to be on the show. This is him. This
Like
is him.
I heard, like it's him beyond the grave. I heard you guys were talking about me.
Can you hear me? Am I coming in clear?
Was it a good movie though?
It was a good movie, but it was seriously the majority of it was nudity.
Really?
The
What was it
entire
about?
thing. It was about, so she was in a military family, and her uncle pretty much blackmailed her and made her become like a prostitute.
Oh, jeez.
And so she had to go to a school to learn how to be a prostitute, and then
There's a school for that?
What school for
there
that?
there is
School
there.
for prostitutes?
Where's the school at?
you want to attend? Volunteer?
I would like to find out and see who's the best educated there. Cool.
I mean, they got to get clients somewhere, right?
Right? How are they gonna know?
How are they gonna know if they're doing good enough?
David
don't know.
will rate them.
You gotta pass the oral exam.
Oh my god. A+ student.
You know what the A stands for?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
You're a
But
dummy, man.
Dad saw it. My dad saw it, and he said that there was more nudity and more sex scenes than in 50 Shades of Grey.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, that means that he watched 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
He did.
I have not seen that movie.
Oh my god, me neither.
So how about the action? I mean, not the action like the nudity action.
Tell us about the action.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really bloody.
Movie?
It was pretty cool. I liked it. Yeah.
When they mix the sex and the violence, I like
They
it.
they sure did. It was good. It was a good movie, but I wouldn't
I
pay
like
for it. I wouldn't pay to see it in the movies. You guys should see it when it comes out for sure.
I think.
Didn't you see it? In
Well,
the
it sounds kind of depressing. Like,
Yeah.
sounds disturbing.
That was like my kind of movie. I kind of want to go watch it now.
right? I want.
The amount of times David watches it will make up for me not watching it.
Is that a Marvel movie? Red Sparrow?
No.
I don't think that would be
so.
a Marvel movie. I don't think they
No?
would
Seriously?
take it in that direction.
That,
Yeah,
that
I don't
was
think
just a-
Stanley
that-
came up with the character. So there was this project.
Oh yeah, because all the nudity. Never mind. You're right. 'cause-
And the fact that she's a
Yeah.
prostitute, that just because she becomes a superhero.
Prostitute. There's an idea, $1 million idea.
yeah,
Call it dibs.
You heard it here first on the show.
Superhero prostitute. That'd be a
Copyright
smart way.
that.
Like, yeah, I know. Like, how does she get information? Well, she uses her body to get the information that she needs. Duh.
That's exactly what the movie's about.
Really?
You should be a writer, David. Look
Ooh, I
at
bet
you, scriptwriter.
Sparrow. It's all making sense. The name's making sense. Red, like red light district. Sparrow, because she repeats what she hears, so she's a spy.
That's good.
Oh, damn,
Hey.
Pierce. Look at Rain Man over there.
Sweet.
Well, as you can see, we lost Josh here. We lost this guy.
Uh-oh.
Lost them
He
again.
will be,
Jesus
but
Christ.
Josh will be right back. We're having technical
Where's he?
difficulties. He's somewhere.
Testicle difficulties.
Well, while Josh is gone, why don't we look
Well,
at this?
I guess it leaves me.
Why don't we look at this Infinity Wars comic? You see that? Let me do a little zoom in right here. So it says. Well, I can't even read it. I need to zoom in way more than that. It says.
I think actually.
So you have
showed that
Thanos. He goes, "Where is the Soul Stone?" And then Doctor Strange says, "You will never retrieve it." And then
Pierce, are you still there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but where did everybody else go?
We just disappeared. Like. Oh, I see Josh.
There you are.
So let me continue talking about this comic. So then it says.
I have to get on my fucking phone. It's fucking. I swear to God. I'm gonna break something.
And then you see the dog from what's that movie? John Wick.
That's
Yeah.
That's a dog. Anyway, so there was this is a plan to kill Thanos. I think this is actually pretty good. So this was fan art. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Okay, so it shows Thanos, and then it has a dog, and he rips a dog apart, and then I can't remember what it says after that.
And then it says, "Was that your plan?"
Was that your plan?
Oh yeah. And
then
Wait for
it's
it.
back to Doctor Strange.
so I'm gonna try getting on this Wi-Fi again.
Well, meanwhile, we were talking about the other week how I was telling Josh that I'm like the Ed McMahon to his Johnny Carson. So I wanted to introduce you. Like, here's Joshy.
Uh-huh.
Heyo. But then, like, when he's gone, I don't have anything to do. I don't have material really. I gotta start. There you are. Hey, buddy.
There's
Well, hey,
Josh.
Josh.
So I remember. So we did an episode without David. Can you guys hear me now? Can you see me
Everything
now? Am I all
appears
good
to
now?
be fine.
All right, I'm picking this shit
Good.
back up. I don't know what the fuck happened. We restarted my router, and we're fucking good. So
We're nothing without you, Josh.
Take
We're
two.
nothing without
Take
you.
two. All right.
You
So
guys.
anyway,
me.
I did a show without David, as you guys remember, and then David was like, "Yeah, I could do a show without you, no problem." Right? And then what? I have some technical difficulties for 2 minutes, and you're just like, hey, Hey,
No.
how about some gags, huh? Ha-cha-cha-cha. Old Gil needs a new suit. What are you doing?
Oh, and she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be.
You suck my battleship. Quit kicking the can. My pills are in there.
You see, David's
I want some-
specialty is reaction comedy, so.
Yeah,
I had
he's
something prepared.
he's
I
been
could
working
give a
on the
show
knee
about.
slapper.
So while you were gone, he was just like.
Yeah. I'm sorry, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. I had to reset my fucking router.
Anyway, let's talk
Stupid-
about this. Let's
stupid
get back
route.
on track. Let's talk about this comic right here.
Okay, I can see it now. I can't see it. It's too small.
Dude,
So anyway,
you're coming in way crazy.
This was fan art. I just thought it was pretty funny because it's obviously we were talking about John Wick a few episodes ago, and we were talking about the new Avengers movie. And this is the way to get rid of Thanos because you know John Wick's fucking crazy and he kills his dog, and of course he's gonna kill Thanos.
Well, who wouldn't want to kill people if someone killed their dog?
Right?
Dogs are better than humans, and they always will be.
I know. Did you say that you've seen John Wick, David?
Yes, both of them.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic, right?
I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
I have yet to see it.
I don't remember you saying if you've seen them because I was talking about the Continental TV show coming out.
Yeah, I wanted to see that. I want to see that actually.
Speaking of reboot TV shows, Jessica, you had one to talk about, did you not?
Yes, I'm super, super excited about it. It's Roseanne. Do you guys watch it, or have you watched it a long time ago?
Yeah.
They're
way
coming back
in the day.
out. Have you guys heard about it?
No.
I did, but I didn't know how the other one ended. How did the old one end?
Okay, the last
Didn't he
episode.
die? Spoiler,
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
I heard. Oh, great.
Wow. Thanks,
Just
Pierce.
great.
Yeah, so she's sitting in her basement, like writing her book because there was an episode where she started to write a book. And so in the very end, the last episode, she was writing a book, and then she was talking about how she made everything up and everything was different in real life, but she wanted to change everything to how she wanted it, so she rewrote
She wanted
everything.
him to die?
No, she
pretended he was alive,
Oh.
I'm guessing.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
He was
So wait,
already
is
dead.
John Goodman coming back?
Yes.
How?
So I'm not sure how they're going to write that into it or how they're going to play that off, so we'll see.
That's weird.
It's gonna be like it's gonna show her writing a book about
Wait.
writing a book about changing stuff.
No, she's going to say, whoop, just kidding.
When do you take your glasses
think it's
off
gonna
so
be
we can
good?
see your
I
You can see
I
my
think it
ugly
will.
face.
beady little
Because
eye?
it's the same
your beady
actors?
little eye.
Oh my God, David.
I
I didn't notice how small your eyes were. Oh my God.
That's what I just said. His beady little eyes. He looks so.
Wow.
People. It's weird because like people without glasses look so weird when they're not wearing them.
People tell me that my eyes are scary and unkind, so I try to avoid eye contact.
Yeah, you look like a vampire to me.
Thank you.
Because you suck. All right. So I have
Yeah, that
I
was a
have
cold
one.
joke.
Anyway, I think I might check out the Roseanne. It depends on.
Roseanne?
I'm gonna honestly. I'm
I
gonna
think I
read.
might check out that Roseanne.
I'm gonna read the story a little bit before I.
Isn't she crazy? Like split personality or something like that?
Roseanne Barr. I
Like in
yeah,
real life
she's-
or in the show?
Yeah. No, in real life. I
Oh.
think she's like admitted that she has like a different personalities.
Don't we all?
Well, that will play perfectly into her show about make-believe stories.
Doesn't every actor have different personalities?
Right.
That just means she's a good
It's called
actress.
acting.
Not
David.
really. Yeah.
So I have a TV show coming out. It's
You do?
well,
When'd you
know,
get a TV
I know.
show?
I
Where'd
know.
you get signed by?
But I have something
What?
to talk about. So they're going to remake the Jetsons as a live action TV show.
Sweet.
I could see that being good, actually.
So it's going to be a multicam, and they actually haven't been running multicams for a long time. Multicam show, basically a lot of the shows we see now is a camera that's set in one spot, and you see like the whole panoramic stage, and it's just rotating that way. Well, multicam is going to be like fucking like Days of Our Lives, where there's tons of different cameras in it.
So like a soap opera,
Well, I'm not necessarily, but I'm talking about all the cams that they
but
have.
the way it's filmed.
Exactly.
Hmm.
But they
Josh,
definitely got the green light for the pilot. Robert Zemeckis is going to be part of making this.
Who's Robert Zemeckis?
Did you say who? It's gonna
Robert
Robert Zemeckis is a
Zemeckis.
film producer for not Universal. Was it Universal? 20. Oh, shit, I don't even fucking know anymore. I think it is 20th Century.
I like how Pierce asks questions when he's like fucking super fast at Googling shit.
Oh, I am too. I just Googled it. Can you guys see?
What
He
do you-
has-
No.
He has Einstein hair.
Well, Robert
Oh.
Zemeckis is really old.
Just kidding. That's a different person.
Did you Google Albert Einstein?
I don't know why it came up with a weird.
Maybe
Okay.
you spelled Zemeckis wrong.
You
No.
spelled Robert
no.
like Albert.
All right, so Robert Zemeckis. Oh yeah, Back to the Future, of course. Back to the Future. He helped with Forrest Gump, a movie called Flight, Castaway. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Maybe that's
So-
who
Oh,
she.
help with a
Maybe
lot
that's
of
who Jessica saw. She saw
big
Doc
movies.
from.
Oh yeah, from Back to
Yeah,
the
maybe
Future.
that's who she saw.
Was that it? You know who Doc
Christopher
is from Back
Lloyd?
to the Future? Christopher Lloyd.
No, that wasn't it.
Okay. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I wonder if he's gonna go like animated / real life with it, since he did Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Hmm.
That would be really cool.
I don't know.
I don't know. I see. There's a lot of reboots that I kind of got behind
Yeah.
that we've been
I-
talking about over these last.
I hope they just
episodes,
take
but-
the like synopsis of the story and just change everything else.
No.
I hope so.
What?
Yeah, I hope they just make it
No.
about the future. Because if they could try to copy,
like
If-
no George, no Elroy.
Well,
no
they
That's
Judy.
stupid.
but if
would
they
be-
copy all the old stuff, they have to do
Mr.
it.
Spacely.
They have to do it justice, you know. And if they don't do it justice,
Yeah.
then it's gonna suck even more.
like John Goodman did in the Flintstones. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That was amazing. I love the Flintstones.
Did you like that one? Actually,
love
so
it.
no,
Was
there
it Rosie
one-
O'Donnell?
I love it
Kelly
because
Ripa?
it's a memory. But if I were to watch it now, I know it. I wouldn't like it.
I
It-
rewatch it at least once or twice a year, to be
Really?
honest with you.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, it did
Why
have.
do you do that to yourself?
Who played Barney? The guy from Honey,
yeah,
I
that
Shrunk the
guy.
Kids.
Yes.
Oh,
I just brought him up last episode.
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis. Yeah, he played Barney. That one wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't freaking great, but it wasn't that bad. But there were ones after that that were even worse.
Yeah. It all comes down to who directs it and all that stuff, and if they can do it justice.
Yeah, but then also what Robert Zemeckis is behind it, right? So
Yeah.
he's been pretty cool with a lot of these great
Mhm.
movies and stuff that he's been behind, and allowing those directors to have that freedom and their creativity to kind of create what it is they have in mind
Yeah.
for that movie. So yeah, I'll
I'm honestly
Throw
like
it in.
with all these.
It's gonna be a TV show.
Yeah,
Though, so how much are they really gonna invest into the TV show?
Oh.
What,
No.
what
It's
not a
network?
movie.
What network?
So normally they dump a shit ton of money on a movie. They make it, like hour and a half, 2 hours, and they spend all that money in that time frame.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be a TV show.
Right.
well obviously because the Jetsons was a TV show.
There's a Jetsons movie.
Is there?
Yes.
Is it live action or?
Or- No.
No,
it's
it's a cartoon.
They crossed over with the Flintstones before too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
That's
They're the
weird.
same
I
universe.
didn't even know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
It's
Well,
crazy
maybe-
though how many like we always talk about these like reboots that people are making. It's crazy how much like is actually going to be made, and I wonder like how big they're going to be, but there's like an ocean of them,
An
You know what?
ocean.
You know what crossover I've always wanted to
What's
have
up?
done was Scooby Doo meets Ashley Williams.
Who the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
who's that?
Ash from Evil Dead.
Gotcha. That's a guy.
That'd be
right?
so funny, right? Yeah. And then like Scooby would be like, the kids would go out to the cabin in Evil Dead, and like all this crazy shit starts happening, and then like, the rape tree thing. Scooby gets scared. He's like,
Maybe they'll do that in 8 years from now.
hopefully.
All right. Anyway, enough puns, Pierce. Thank you, though. So I wanted to talk about the movie Ocean's 8. Ocean's 8 is coming out. Have you guys seen it? Or not seen the movie, but seen the trailer.
I have.
I've seen Ocean's 11, the original.
So it'll be a spin-off of that. Sandra Bullock is George Clooney's sister. She got released from prison, and she's going back to the life of crime. So she
Why are they
essentially,
focusing on the family still?
I don't know, but it's gonna be. I guess they wanted something to tie it into Ocean because she needs it's Danny Ocean, right? So without an ocean being involved, why would it be called Ocean's 8? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm
True.
saying?
Yeah. All right.
So,
All right.
Sandra Bullock, Helena Bonham Carter, Anne Hathaway, Rihanna is going to be in it. So essentially, what's going to happen is she gets out of prison and she has a plan to steal a necklace from Anne Hathaway. So they make this whole plot and stuff. It looks pretty interesting. One of the
Is it
girls.
the same necklace that she stole in The Dark Knight Rises?
Oh shit! What if they're gonna tie that fucking Catwoman?
Oh, that would be crazy.
It's like, I got this from a lady named Martha. Martha, why did you say that name?
Martha. That was like the fucking dumbest like plot twist
Movie ever.
Zero.
I tried. You know, everybody. We were so against what's his name being Batman.
Ben Affleck.
I was too. I didn't think.
So
All he
we
has
were
is the
against
look.
it. I tried giving him a shot. I tried keeping an open mind, and then I watched the movie, and that was the fucking plot twist.
Right.
Where he's like, "I'm sorry, Martha, I can't save you." He's like, "Martha, did you just say Martha? Your mom's my mom?
Did we just
Are we
become best
related?" Like, what the fuck was that? That was so stupid.
Favorite non-pornographic magazine to jack off to? Good Housekeeping.
Your housekeeping.
Brandon. I have an idea.
Want to go do karate in the garage?
Zero does something.
George
he-
agreed. He said, "Yeah, that sucked."
Yeah.
He wasn't a big fan of that plot twist either.
I mean, I will yell at him if he's doing something bad.
I wasn't a big fan of the movie. The same feeling I got leaving Batman vs Superman is the same feeling I got when I left The Last Jedi.
Have you guys seen Ozarks on Netflix?
Yes.
What's
I hear
Ozark?
good things.
I love Ozark.
Was that a comment
Ozark's was
from the
bomb.
YouTube?
Pierce, did you cut the volume down?
No. On myself or?
So tell me what Ozarks is about. Just
Okay. I saw Ozark a long time ago. That's the one with the drug dealer guy, right? Okay, so
Oh.
yeah, he drug deals, right? Yeah, so he's a drug dealer.
I remember somebody telling me about
I
this
saw
now.
it a
We
long
talked
time
about
ago.
this.
We did talk about it.
Yeah.
who?
Maybe
What?
it was well, it was Mike or
Who?
who was our
Yeah,
guest?
so-
The main actor is Jason Bateman. I
Yes.
remember talking about this.
Okay, so he's a corporate lawyer, and then he sees somebody get killed, and so the drug dealers say, "You have to work for me, or I'm going to kill you because you saw this guy get killed." But it's really cool. It's
How
a
it
good
worked.
movie.
So it's like Pineapple Express.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a cool show.
So
Watch it.
lots of Jid. I am definitely going to check it out. I'll check out Ozarks, and we'll talk about it on the next episode. I think that's enough time for me to
Sounds
give
good.
a little bit of
Yeah,
a description.
I have
about it.
I have something that has piqued my interest. So, I know you guys make fun of me for liking Star Trek, but one of the directors that I'm sure you guys like, Quentin Tarantino,
Who?
is going
What?
Oh,
to direct a Star Trek movie, or at least they're in the talks
he is,
for it.
right? Wait, okay, yeah, I remember reading an article about this a couple months ago, how he pitched an idea to J.J. Abrams, how he could continue on
Yep.
and sort of make better that trilogy that he had.
Yeah.
Hey, when you came into my ship outside on the lawn, did you see a sign that said "Dead Vulcan Storage"? Huh?
Doing bad. Put him in the corner.
Is he
Yeah,
gonna
that's a
put
good
himself
one.
in the movie? He's got to put himself in the movie.
I'm sure he
right?
will.
He's like, Captain's vlog. All right, so this is the Captain's vlog. So you got to get in here and
No. I was like, if you do, I'm going to
What
put you
are
back
you
in the corner. Are you going to act like a Brantley 4-year-old? Or
That's
like
true.
you said, I'm going to act like a Brantley.
We can't hear you, Josh, without your headset on.
Hey, there's a volume on the back of my headphones. What?
there is.
Fucking mind blown right now.
But here's the thing about all these reboots and stuff we're talking about. Like, my thing is, like, you need someone kind of unique to, like, do these reboots that can, like, follow the story, that is a real fan of the story, but can put their own spin on it. And I think Tarantino makes good movies. Like, it's hard to imagine that he would go wrong with it, you know? So,
Yeah.
He makes great movies, and he's been a big fan of Star Trek since, like, why did Jessica leave?
since Jessica left.
Since the future, since Jessica left. George says there's gonna be some foot shots because I don't know if you guys know this. Well, I know David. I know
You know, of
But-
course.
But yeah, he's got like a foot fetish, I guess. He's like all about it. He's always putting
He's
foot shots.
admitted to it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's always putting it in his movies. He's a
That's what we're talking
straight
about
up
too.
freak. Huh?
Freaking the rules that I wrote for the Quentin Tarantino drinking game.
Oh yeah, go ahead and read them out while I fix our cameras.
Well, I gotta go grab. I would have to leave to go get the notebook. Wait,
Go
no,
ahead.
it's not.
We're on a BRB.
Are we?
Yeah, we're gonna be right back, guys.
Apparently. Better be sorry.
So what happened, Jessica?
My computer died. Sorry, guys.
I thought you got mad at us and left.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Was it something David?
What did I do? What did I do?
It was David's fault.
That rat bastard.
Well, talk about what you're about to talk about, David. Something about I honestly don't
Tarantino
remember.
game.
Yeah, Tarantino.
Well, we don't really have that much time. Well, I'll do it next time when I really.
Oh, it's that
kinda...
serious. You need to be cleared for time.
Well,
It is serious.
he's got to decipher his reading, just like last time he was like, I was gonna rewrite it, and then
Well, I wanted to
didn't.
write it. Like, yeah, I know. I still haven't. I'm so lazy. I'll get started.
Speaking of stupid
There's
shit
rules
people
to
do.
a Quentin Tarantino drinking game I wrote, so I'll post it up this week. Continue.
Sweet.
Okay. So, speaking of stupid shit people do, there's this whole thing that I was looking at work, or not looking at work. I've been talking to a lot of people at work. You know what I mean? Something about work. And
Josh, you're on the segment?
I realized, yeah, exactly. I realized that people say a whole nother a lot. Does that make sense to you?
No.
It's something that bothers me. Like when someone's like, they could say that's another subject, right? But people say that's a whole nother subject. You get what I'm saying? No?
Yeah.
No, I get it.
So
They should just say
Yeah, we
that's
get you.
another subject, or they can say that's a whole different subject.
yeah, exactly. But they say a whole nother. So another thing, people at work up here anyway, they call soda pop. They say pop.
That's
I thought that
more.
was a
Yeah,
Midwest-
that's more of like a
like,
regional
hey,
thing.
Like go fix the pop. Or
Some
something
people
like
call
that.
all
So,
sodas Coke. I think that one's stupid.
yes. So that's what I was going to talk about. There's someone that I work with who's from Florida, and they call it Coke. So her husband will actually be like, "Hey, can you go to the store and grab me a Coke?" And then she's like, "Yeah, what do you want?" And he's like, "Dr. Pepper."
What the heck?
But they call everything Coke. Like they'll go through the drive-through over in Florida and be like, "Yeah, can I get a large Coke?" And they're like, "Okay, what would you like?" And then they order
So
like
if
a
I go
Sprite
down
or-
there and I'm like ordering something, can I have a large Coke? Yeah, which kind? And I'll just be like,
yeah, and you're like,
the
"A
large
Sprite."
kind.
Large
A Coke.
You're like, "Yeah, but what kind of Coke do you want?"
Oh my god.
The regular one, diet.
You know what I
Yeah.
hate when people say they're like, "Oh, that's way more better."
Way more.
Oh. My
really-
my baby says that.
Why? It really
She's-
grinds my gear.
Really grinds my gears. So another thing that was pretty annoying. Jack White, you know Jack White from the White Stripes. He actually banned cell phones. I'm always eating something on the show, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop, you pig.
He banned
Slow
cell
down,
phones.
piggy. You're not on the moon yet.
He banned cell phones from all of his shows. They said that. What? Go ahead.
How does that work? How are you going to get away with that?
Metal detectors.
No. I'm guessing if somebody has their phone out, their screen illuminated, they would get kicked out like a
Oh.
movie theater.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there's no like receptacles they put it in, but anyway, so he banned all shows or all phones from his show because it says it interferes with the generic show experience. So this was actually going to be my audience poll. I want to get your guys' opinion. Do you think that having a cell phone really interferes with the concert going experience? Because I've honestly done it before.
Say that again, Josh.
Shut the fuck up. So I've done it before though. I mean, how many fucking
all done it.
how many Flogging Molly and Gogo Bordello
Gogo
concerts
Bordello?
have we been to? And we're always like watching it with our phone, but I don't really think it interferes with the show.
It's
right?
just
Because
you
we're
just
not
gotta get with the
filming-
times, you know. Like now, people hold
No.
up that instead of lighters. Like it's not a big deal.
No, I think it does interfere with it.
You
I think what Pierce is talking about and holding it up like a lighter is different.
Oh.
That's if you're like waving it like a
Right.
lighter.
Oh,
But if you're sitting there recording it and you're watching your recording instead of
Yeah.
watching the concert, what's the point?
Yeah.
I don't
You know,
go to
I'll
very
tell-
many concerts, so I'm a bad person.
I'll tell you that I
tell
have been interrupted by someone trying to stick their fucking camera in my face.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that being annoying.
So
like
that-
people recording and like holding it up, and you're like, "Move! I'm trying to look."
What the fuck is what are they talking about in here? Find crazy news stories and find out if they're in Florida or not. Man bites off neighbor's ear because he wouldn't give him a cigarette.
Sorry.
You think it's from Florida? I think it's
Yeah.
from Florida.
Sure, from Florida.
iPads at shows. People with that's a little too
Yeah.
much. See, I mean, like a cell phone. Yeah. I don't know about an iPad. That's fucking good.
We'll do a speakeasy show from a concert.
An entire show. Hey, when I go to see Blink 182, I should do it.
You should.
Yeah, you should. Tom's not there anyway, so they're not gonna do half of their good songs.
Yeah.
So, I was watching Netflix earlier this week, and
Were ya?
yeah, which is why I'm wearing my Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh my god.
So there's a new season of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and they're actually working on season number 2. What the hell's going on?
Someone farted.
So
Just
they're
at you.
actually working on season 2 of Mystery Science Theater 3000. But I was watching season 1, and I was actually trying to get Ricky into it. If you guys haven't seen this before, essentially what they do is they're in space, right? It's in the future in space. And there's a guy and 2 robots that are with them. And they watch really old, really shitty movies, and they talk the entire time. Have you heard of that, Pierce?
No. Oh, I've heard of it. Freaking Diane watches it. I know that. But I haven't.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I haven't seen it, but she loves it.
She's got good taste.
Mhm.
Well, Diane. Yeah. You should hang
Not
out with her.
including,
more.
Yeah.
not including present company. Everybody has fun. So, anyway, what they do is they'll watch a really old, really shitty movie, and they'll make jokes and talk about it throughout the whole movie. And me and David used to do this all the fucking time too, which I think was way better. So we like when we were in Vegas, he used to come up to my house, and we'd like select the shittiest sci-fi movie ever on Netflix, and just talk through the whole fucking thing.
We just
I think-
drink and talk through the whole movie. It's so much fun.
I think what the most recent one we did was the one with Gary Busey's son, Jake Busey, right? Something about like
Nazis at the center-
Nazis at the center of the earth, right? Is that what it was? So
Yeah.
we'll just go through Netflix and just go until we find a really stupid title, and then we'll be like, all right, there it is, let's watch it, and then we just fucking drink and talk about the whole thing, making fun of the whole movie.
Oh my gosh.
It makes it entertaining because the movies are so awful.
Yeah, they're terrible. Like I'm surprised we never did a Sharknado.
Oh god.
You know, like not even one Sharknado.
Did you do that tire movie?
No, we watched that separately. That movie Rubber. Yeah, that movie was fucking garbage. I watched the whole thing though. I don't know. I guess I can't really speak so highly.
You keep an open mind.
I was just like, when's this thing gonna get better? I was just waiting.
That thought just kept running through your head.
You should have gotten drunk and talked.
What'd you say, David?
I said you should have just gotten drunk and talked through it.
I should have, all by my
Yeah, I tried to watch the whole thing, but I got really tired of it.
Tired. I get it. But,
you couldn't roll with the movie?
I couldn't.
Cars.
That joke fell flat.
Damn it!
Oh.
Just pull over, man. Just pull over.
How dare you? All right. So, anyway, Mystery Science Theater. You guys should check it out, but you have to have some patience with it. It's not always super fast because remember, it's put over these really slow, really old movies. So you have to maintain your attention. Sometimes it's pretty difficult. It was hard for Ricky to watch, but I fucking watched it. I don't know.
Well, Ricky has a little head problem, right? She's a.
What?
She's what?
I don't know. See, David has the head problem also. That's why he couldn't complete the sentence.
Yeah, I was like, well, she's
We'll
dating
come back
you.
later when David comes back. All right. So another thing I watched that Ricky also hasn't seen was original Willy Wonka.
What?
That's
How old is she, Josh?
I
Is she
don't
like-
remember. Yeah, I think she's like 15, 16.
So did you have her watch it?
Yeah, we watched the whole thing. You know what I didn't realize
Wait.
as a kid though is Willy Wonka is such a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is.
Like
I knew that.
I remember like the newer Johnny Depp one. He kind of like teased Mike TV and stuff every now and then. But Gene Wilder was an asshole.
he really
like
was.
it was it's so
Dick
bad.
Bad Wilder. He is a genius.
Right? A comedy genius, but he was still an asshole. It was hilarious. So anyway, I was just laughing my ass off at all the times he was so mean to these children. I was like, Jesus, this movie's dark. And then as he's going through the tunnel, you know, where he's like, there's
We
nowhere.
don't know way of knowing.
Yeah,
Where
nowhere
we are
we're
rowing.
going. Some shit like that. Yeah. I was telling Ricky as we were going into the tunnel, I was like, so many people have nightmares about this scene. And then we watched it, and I was like, because it never creeped me out
Right.
as a kid. And we rewatched it, I was like, I could see why people get creeped out. There's like, it shows a chicken get its head cut off. And
Yeah.
Really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, rewatch it.
That
It's
was a
fucking
subliminal
dark.
message, apparently.
Yeah, that's why I cut chickens' heads off and stuff all the time.
That's why I still eat chicken today. What did she think about it?
I don't know. I never asked her like a wrap up. Like, what do you think? But she watched the whole thing. I watched it. I mean, I thought it was great. I'll watch
She
it
watched the whole
again.
thing. That must mean she liked it.
You get nothing.
Good day, sir.
Ah, damn it.
So Mike TV was actually recently on Jeopardy. The original Mike TV was on Jeopardy, and he won like $6 grand from being on the show. I think he came in second. He didn't come.
I was like, that's it?
Well, I mean, he didn't get the Chocolate Factory. He didn't even fucking win Jeopardy. Like, man, this kid's what a loser. Right?
He's got no luck.
He was just too distracted trying to be on TV. He's finally on TV. He made it.
I'm gonna
So-
have to watch that.
So I have a revisit very quickly. A lot of our subscribers have been asking. Where Dave?
There he is.
Oh, there. A lot of our subscribers have been asking about where to find Jeremiah's book.
What?
So we included a link in the description. Correct, Pierce?
It's on the description of the last
Could
video.
talking stop interfering?
What'd you say, David? Oh, hey, Ricky said she really liked it.
All I hear is like
I think David's losing it.
static. Yeah, losing it on my end.
God bless
What did you
it.
say?
Oh, there it is. So Jeremiah's book is on the screen. That's where it is. If you have a Kindle, you could get it for 99 cents.
Hey, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, a lot of people have
want the
been
book,
asking
I
me
wanna-
about it.
Yeah,
We have the links in the description for this episode, as well as we put it back into.
yeah, we put it on the
episode
episode with Jeremiah in it, and you could also just search his name or the title of the book into Amazon, and you'll find it.
6. Yeah, I just wanted to get a quick plug on that because people have been asking me. They want to check out his book.
Awesome.
I do.
David, can you hear me? Can you hear me,
Yes.
David?
Yes, I
Okay.
can hear you.
Well, you have to fulfill your verbal contract of last episode and talk about Josh's wheelchair story.
No, it was remember that time.
I understand that. So I don't remember that time. So you're gonna have to fill me in.
It all started when me and George went out to Vegas. We were going out there for a Gogo Bordello concert. We were day drinking. Josh wasn't feeling too well, so he took. Oh no, we ate.
I thought it was it Flogging Molly? It was Flogging Molly. Is Gogo?
Yeah.
See, shit, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, that's what you say.
Continue.
So Josh, I think, are you like a hypochondriac?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. Okay. So we went to Subway earlier that day. Someone before him had gotten a tuna sandwich, and they used that same knife to cut into his sandwich. So Josh thought he had a little bit of tuna and started freaking out. He's like, "Oh, dude, I can't have fish. I'm allergic. I'm gonna start dying." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Dude, calm down. What the fuck is wrong with you?" He's like, "No, dude, you don't understand. Like, I can feel my throat. It's closing up already. I got to take Benadryl." I'm like, "Don't take Benadryl. We're gonna go to this concert. We got to drink. We got drinking to do, dude. Don't do this."
I got weed in this car, cowboy.
Yeah. It's not in this car. He's like, "Hey, close the door, man. I got weed in here, cowboy." When he's in the hotel.
That's right.
So Josh takes Benadryl, but doesn't fall asleep because I keep him awake. So now we're drinking. He's already taken the Benadryl. He's starting to feel extra loose and extra kind of weird. I was like, "Josh, let's go. You know, pre-game's over. We got ahead of the concert. It's going to start in a few. Let's get there." He's like, all right, fine. So we each have like a bottle of wine, and we're walking into the hotel room, and we're just drinking this fucking wine. Like, he had one, I had one, George had one, and we're just like walking in there. And then like as we start to get in, they're like, "Oh, hey, you guys outside, you know, booze for, you know, the show. You guys can't bring it in." We're like, "Oh, fuck." So then we just start pounding it, right? The entire bottle of wine we're drinking, and then we ditch it, and then we go inside. So now Josh is very loose, and he's very, you know, like, rather incoherent. Or getting crazy, and he can't stand up straight, and he's just, like, all over the place. I'm like, "Dude, what is wrong with your spine? You own stand up straight."
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
That's what he was like. So then he's getting a little out of hand. A security guard notices, and he walks over, and he's like, "Sir, is everything all right?" And Josh already wants to start a fight with this guy. He's like, "What, does it look like I'm not all right? You got something you want to say to me?" I'm like, "Josh, calm down." Security guard, not even inside the show yet. I'm the one who paid for all the tickets. Don't ruin this for me. He's like, "No, that fucking guy. He's over there like staring at me. He's, what, you want to go?" And the security guard just being calm. He's like, "Sir, are we gonna have a problem?" I'm like, no, there's no problem. There's no fucking problem. And I grab Josh, I fucking throw him against the wall, and I slap him in his face. I'm like, "Josh, don't ruin this for me. You didn't pay for any of these tickets. I don't fucking ruin."
And the whole time I'm up against the wall, I'm just staring at the security guard like,
"Oh, no, you do remember. Oh, okay. So the truth is out, you do remember."
I remember
So
you
then-
telling me about it.
Behind us, like 2-3 people away, happens to be a woman in a wheelchair.
Eileen. Wait, no, that's a woman with one leg.
Come on, Eileen.
Never mind. Continue.
You happen to have like a extra water bottle that she just brought with her, and she's like, "Hey, I think your friend needs some water." I'm like, "Oh my god, thank you so much." Like, he actually does. I'm like explaining to her.
She
goes,
really went out on a limb with that one. I'm gonna go out on a limb
is
and
over
say,
there trying to sober up. Josh is
Okay.
over there trying to sober up, and he's like drinking the water, but also simultaneously sort of making jokes at this girl in the wheelchair. He's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna let that guy push me around anymore. Stand for this," and blah blah blah. I was like, "Josh, this
that's not
woman-"
how it happened. That's not how it happened.
No. It got worse when we got inside the concert. So let me tell what I remember of the story, because clearly you don't. So I'm like, "Josh, don't fucking like. She's really right over there. Like, she's like a few rolls. Like, don't try." I was like, "You're being really rude and inconsiderate. She just gave you her last water bottle." He's like, "This is cool. She's cool. That's how she rolls, you know." Whatever. I'm like, "Dude." So then eventually we get let inside the concert. No harm, no foul. We're, you know, front row where we want to be. The wheelchair woman is
On the balcony.
Wheelchair.
She was on the balcony.
in a wheelchair.
I don't know how she got up the stairs.
High,
Yeah, right.
there's
How'd
stairs.
she get up there? I
In
wonder if
retrospect.
you ever seen when people go to the mall and they like tilt their strollers up on the thing? Did someone like stand behind her on an escalator and like tilt her up?
Just tilt her up.
You guys are all evil for laughing.
I'm not laughing. I'm smiling.
So then during the show, there's these two girls behind us, and now Josh is kind of sobering up, but we go get him another beer anyway because me and George are like, we want to drink, we want to have fun. So Josh starts drinking, and he's like, "Hey, where's that wheelchair lady at? I want to tell her that I was really sorry about everything I said before." And I'm like, and we start explaining to the girls behind us about like the whole story about him and almost getting us kicked out of the show before we even got in. And they're laughing. And then I point, I'm like, wait, there she is on the balcony. And they're like, oh my God. And they like left afterwards because they thought we were joking, but we were telling the truth.
Oh man. So this is what all I remember. I remember being at the house. I remember laying in the bed, and I remember you like, no, let's go. And then I ended up drinking, and then I don't remember anything until we were at the show, halfway through the opening band. Nothing at all. But as soon as I snapped to, I was like, how did we get here? I was just like, I'm talking to you guys right now. I was like, how the hell did we get here? And they were like, dude, you did this, you did that. I'm like, are you serious? They're like, fucking 2 minutes ago, you were just trying to fight a security guard. I'm like, no way, what, really? And I was like, let's go find him so I could apologize. And Dave was like, you do not want to go find that guy. Like, no.
He was pretty tall.
But I was gone. It was weird. I was completely gone, like blacked out, and then I just snapped back into it in the middle of the opening band.
I think they prefer to be called African American, so you African American out.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to be politically correct on this show. Want more subscribers, you know?
Josh, I remember you telling me that story. And you were freaked out because you had no idea how you got there. But
yeah.
I guess the Benadryl wore off or something, right?
Yeah. George says he was big. I don't really remember, though. I don't care. I don't care, man. But I do recall you missed out, or you skipped out on one minor detail. I believe in the parking garage when we got there, I peed on someone's door handle.
No.
What the hell?
I don't.
Can George verify? George, can you verify?
George, you go ahead and confirm on that. It could have been a different time. Whatever.
Yeah.
The fact is, he peed on somebody's door handle.
Speaking of public nudity, going back, let's go to my Oh Canada segment. I mean, Oh Canada. This is actually the second freaking time I brought it up. And one of my last Oh Canada segments, I talked about a guy being, masturbating at a McDonald's, and now a guy was caught jerking it at a library in Canada. Yeah. So, do you remember the response to the guy at the McDonald's? The police officer said, "We encourage our people not to take this into their own hands." Remember that? So let me tell you about this one. This was a guy he went to a library. He was jerking it, and then he came back like a month later with a cucumber in his hand, and he was jerking it with the cucumber in his other hand.
Was he reading 50 Shades of Grey?
I don't know why he has a cucumber, but he had a cucumber with him. So anyway, he actually got arrested this time. But they approached a constable over there, a police constable, and they asked if he threatened anyone in the library, and the constable said, I don't think he had any free hands to make a threat. So, like, do they really respond to all of their crimes with puns? Is that how they fucking do it in Canada?
Oh my god.
Canada sounds awesome.
Right? They're doing some weird shit over there.
Must be recreational over there.
Jacking off?
I don't know, man. But yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
We want to make a big scene, eh?
Yeah, it doesn't say what they did with the cucumber, though. Curious about that.
That's very odd. What was the reason they had the cucumber in their hand?
I don't know. Maybe he's watching 50 Shades of Grey, like David said. Who knows? So, thank you everybody for sticking around. I know it went kind of late. I have my Facebook memories real quick. Let's put them on the screen.
Good.
Next week we're gonna have all of these little glitches worked out.
We'll work out the kinks.
I don't know what happened. Oh, there you go. So, David, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
So you see this new
Balut?
Lay's flavor? Balut Lay's.
Balut.
It's
Honestly, this is like the first time I'm really down with this new flavor. Have you guys had balut before?
no.
I've never had Balut. Pierce, not even.
No,
Man, come on, Pierce.
Oh, isn't that the egg?
So it's
Really?
a duck. It's a duck embryo inside of
It's
an
a
egg.
Filipino delicacy.
And when
Sick.
you
It is.
age it, it's aged a certain amount of days, and there's like a real sweet spot you want to hit with the aging. Anyway,
What, right before it hatches?
I hear
And you board it in your mouth.
I hear that their slogan for this is "We're hungry until you feed us."
You know, it's
Alright, you
it's
get
funny
it?
that you brought this up because I
Get
was
it?
at a
Feed us.
I was at this Indian market today, and they had a Lay's chip, and they had like tikka masala flavored chips, and I was like, that is
What does
so
that mean?
weird. It's like an Indian dish, and I was like, that's weird, but I think balut takes the cake on that one.
Yeah.
It's balut.
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 Balut egg.
Oh, hold on. I got another one. Same great taste without the bill, right? Because it's cheap.
If we were to vote for
Um,
another Lay's flavor, I would take this one off the ballot.
Balut.
Balut.
David, where's yours? Ducks.
I was gonna say I'm having a shell of a time here, guys.
Hey, actually, I hear this flavor's not all it's cracked up to be.
David, you're a quack.
All right, let's take a next a look at the next Facebook memory. When the Lego set says 6 to 12 years, but you build it in 8 months, and then someone's googling how to start a construction company. Legos fucking suck. Never mind. Next one.
Excuse me?
That's it. That's all I got.
And that's it. That's your job.
You guys wanna see the balut more? Here's the balut.
That's
That looks
sick.
This
so
is the
good.
duck embryo.
I can't believe you guys never had it
And
before.
we're
It's delicious.
back.
I can't do it. I can't
No,
do
I
it,
would
man.
not.
Why?
I wouldn't.
So there was someone at my work, like not the current job that I'm at, but like 5 years back, and he was eating balut, and he like picked it up and was like opening the mouth, like talking in Daffy Duck's voice. You know, it was not for me.
When I had it, I apparently, the end where the head is, apparently I just like ripped into the head. So I looked down, they're like, yeah, you don't see the body? I was like, oh shit, yeah. And I just kept eating.
Ew.
Yeah, sometimes there's little feathers in there,
Oh,
and yeah.
Uh-oh.
Feathers, but yeah.
No, thank you.
Well, what do you guys do when you eat calamari?
I don't eat calamari.
I chew it normally, dip it in.
You don't
dip
have
it
a little tin.
Dip it in dip it in some marinara so those fat bastards get a taste of home while they're at it. You don't know what that is?
No.
No.
Never mind. That's Boondock Saints.
Oh.
Rocco. All right. Anyway.
Shit.
Anyway. Yeah, Rocco, not Rocco like, hey guys.
Not that Rocco.
Not that Rocco.
I loved when you did that. When you did the Rocco voice, that was bomb.
What are you talking about me? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I mean, whoops.
When Rocco was on the show. All right, everybody. Well, I really appreciate everyone for sticking on. Like I said, we had some technical difficulties in the beginning of it.
You have difficulties.
Please join us next week. Next Sunday is April Fool's Day. We're gonna have April Fool's Day special. It's gonna be freaking
Yeah,
awesome.
fool. You fools.
I have a bunch of like special segments outlined for next week. We're gonna have George on it, I believe, right? George confirmed. We're gonna have George on it. He's been watching every episode. He's been part of this, so it's gonna be great having him on. So yeah, I have some special segments. I think. Let's see. No, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you guys. It's gonna be some good shit though. I promise. So you guys want to be on it. So David, we're
Yes.
gonna read this outro in a voice.
What voice?
You do one. Do an impression. Do an
Of?
impression.
I don't think he
Do
sees
Stewie.
it.
You can see that, can't you, David?
Yeah. What about? You want to read it?
Do Stewie.
Hold on. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. We need a lot more viewers. Thank you.
That was
How
pretty
was that?
good.
Was that good?
That was good. I liked it. It got a little bit of
I really tried real.
it got a little John Lennon-ish, but